Beverly. We are still in West Texas.
No, we're not.
No, we're not? Oh my goodness.
We are in New Mexico, heading to Arizona.
It all looks like the same desert.
You know how
flatness.
I know we were in New Mexico?
How?
I went for a run this morning, and I crossed the border from Texas into New Mexico and then came back. So I ran through 2 states.
You're so, like, interesting.
I
You
know.
know, people say you're so global. You're so, like, interesting.
Is that interstate or interstellar?
Interstate.
Interstate.
Interesting. I can go with Interstellar, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that movie. That was a really good movie, too, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a movie that I would definitely watch over and over again.
Yeah. Great premise.
So what are we up to today? Oh, actually, we should do a recap of yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were in, wait, don't tell me. Oh, El Paso.
Yesterday we...
Is it El Paso or Paso?
El Paso. Yesterday we ended our drive in El Paso, basically right on the New Mexico, Texas, Mexico border there.
What did you think of that campsite, by the way?
You know, it was basic, but the scenery was nice. It was beautiful in the morning, just with like plateaus, mountains, whatever you want to call it.
The desert, mountains, or hills. Not
No
hills.
bugs.
No bugs. The weather was beautiful, perfect, warm, but like not too, not
We didn't run
hot.
the air conditioning or heat for the first night. I think.
And I really haven't spent much time out in the desert. When I was living in California, we would go out to Vegas here and there, but the sky is so beautiful. It is magnificent out here. So I thought that was a nice change, you know?
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be desert people.
Maybe. We still haven't like gotten to the part of the desert where there's a ton of cactus.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see that. I think that happens when we get closer to Arizona, right?
Well,
Actually not
there's
sure,
been
I
a
just
lot
made
of
it up.
cactus. Like right there's some cactus.
There's some here and there, but not like, I want to see like a cactus Disneyland.
You know, I don't know if it's really like that.
Well, we'll find out.
We will.
So yesterday was really interesting and cool. We pulled up to our site, and lo and behold, there was another Airstream 2019 Globetrotter, 27
Identical.
feet, right next to us. Our twin was right next to us.
Exterior identical. They have a different interior than us.
Yeah, a little bit different. But we met the cutest couple. It's a husband and wife they have a 10-month-old. She was a little under the weather, but it sounds like she's feeling a lot better today, which is good. Sorry. Okay. And they were traveling with a dog, and I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed. Like, it's already, a lot to juggle just traveling with just the two of us. You know?
Just traveling with me is a lot to juggle.
I know.
I have needs.
Everybody has different. He has so many needs, you guys. No, but like, that's a lot. It's a lot to manage. So kudos to them. But they were just like the nicest family. They were about our age, probably, maybe a little younger.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Maybe a little younger. And they started full-timing about a year ago, actually, before the pandemic.
Right, like a sliver right before the pandemic, maybe a couple days before the pandemic.
But they didn't get on the road because of the pandemic. They were already planning to be on the road.
We got on the road kind of as an effect of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
After a year of dealing with it.
Yeah. But we learned so much from them in terms of tricks and tips, and I don't know, you were able to socialize a lot. Yesterday I did a bunch of editing, so I couldn't, but but you
Yeah.
learned a lot, right?
Yeah, definitely learned. They've done a lot of upgrades. Some that we're considering, some that we may now be considering.
Like what? Like the battery?
The battery thing we're definitely going to do.
Yeah.
They did some interior upgrades. They added a washing machine, which was really cool.
The battery upgrade is going to allow us to boondock.
Right. Way safer.
Which means that, you know, usually when you RV, you camp out like at a park overnight, and they have the hookups, electricity and water and sewer and all that. But for those of you who don't know, boondocking is when you're not hooked up to anything and you're just relying on your battery for electricity, your propane for gas, and like your tanks, your water tank for water.
Yeah.
So having an upgraded battery is going to allow us to boondock safely, because the battery that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, it might last over the night enough to keep the fridge working, because the fridge needs 12 volts of electricity constantly. But it's
very minimal.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought? So when Chris was doing a lot of socializing last night, so this morning I was like, tell me everything. Like, tell me all about the. You know what I learned? This is hilarious. So we had an incident driving down. This is like day two of living in our Airstream.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like the first 3 days it was incident after incident after incident where we're like, oh my gosh, why
are we crazy?
Like, is this going to be an everyday occurrence where like things are just like, you know, falling apart, or something isn't working, or we run out of propane in the middle of the night, or something like that. But on the second day, we had it parked somewhere to, like, I think we were at like a Walmart or something like that, shopping. And then I got some food. Then I came back. Well, Chris came back to the Airstream, and then I came back in there after him because we kind of divided and conquered. He came back in, and Chris is on the floor cleaning up this red mess. So basically, one of the cabinets in our Airstream, it doesn't have a lock, like a locking mechanism like the other cabinets did. I didn't know that. And so I had stored in this cabinet, which is up at the top, wine, pasta sauce, a bunch of pantry items. And all of that just came crashing down, spilled all over the place. It looked like a dang crime scene. I call it the Red Wedding for all of you Game of Thrones, nerds out there. But yeah, it was like the Red Wedding. It was like unbelievable. So apparently this couple, the same thing happened to them. From the same cabinet, they had the red. It was a Rouse pasta sauce. Yeah. Ours was Rouse as well. Came like flying down, like, broke open and spilled everywhere. And we ended up cleaning the carpet, and they ended up just ripping it up.
Because they already wanted to rip it up.
They already wanted to rip it up, and I think after a little bit they're like, it's not even worth it. Yeah. But I thought that was hilarious. Like, we're twin Airstreams right next to each other, and we both had a red wedding incident. Yeah. But now we're actually headed to Tucson, and they're headed west as well. So we're gonna meet up with them in Tucson, and we actually booked sites right next to each other at this next park. So
we're making friends.
We're making friends. I would say, is this like the first like friends that we're making? Are we friends? I know you guys are watching. I'm not gonna say your names for confidentiality, but are we friends? Let's be friends. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, so that was, I thought we had a really fun night.
Yeah.
It was really fun to just meet new people, and just be in a different environment.
Totally.
Be in the desert.
Totally.
Yeah. So I only have a couple minutes left because I have to get on a call, but I said we end it with what are we looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we spend an extra day in Arizona. Who knows? This campsite looks promising, very promising.
It does.
And yeah, I'm also thinking like I want to stop in San Diego on the way up because the route's taking us through there, even though that's not like that far from.
Is it taking us through San Diego?
Yeah, the route's taking
yeah,
us
you
through.
have friends
San Diego.
there.
Yeah.
See your friends.
So we'll just see the timing. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to check out this new park. You know.
If this is nice, I do want to stay there an extra day because I think one of the hardest parts about living on the road is you're always on the road. And for us, like you don't have to set it up this way, but for us, we do need to get to Southern California by a particular time because of my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
So that's a bit tough. So we're constantly on the road, but we do have a couple days of flexibility. So I'm hoping that this is a great place, and then we spend an extra night there and just have a day to enjoy and just
Relax.
be still. Relax. Exactly.
If they have good internet, we'll stay a day.
Exactly. That's key. All right. Well, we are going to hop. Hope you guys are doing amazing, staying happy, healthy, and safe. And we will check back in mañana.